What's up, Aries? This is going to be your bi-weekly love check-in. This is for my Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, and for the cross watchers. If you guys enjoyed this video, please do give me a like, throw me a comment, share. It does help out my channel. If you are new here, I put these out every 2 weeks, so hit the subscribe button and the bell if you want to keep up with me as I do. I offer personal sessions, guys. The info is in the description box of the video. In my sessions, I combine channeling and tarot with universal law of assumption, consciousness and manifesting to look into unconscious patterns you have in your love life or with your specific person, and actually help you redirect your focus and shift that to manifest what you prefer. So if that is something you're looking for, you can book in with me. If you can't get a hold of me and you would like to get a more traditional tarot reading or a psychic, I put links to my affiliates in the description box as well. And Mystic Sense will give you your first 5 minutes reading free. Spiritual Blossom will give you a bonus $10 when you deposit $20. Check them out if you want to, and otherwise you can follow me on TikTok or Instagram. The links are in the description box too. We're going to do now, Aries, a check-in, person on your mind. How do they feel about you? How do you feel about them? A projected potential outcome. And why do I say potential? Because my tarot readings on my channel incorporate consciousness, manifesting, and universal law, which means that this is one version of you and your specific person that you, Aries, have selected and are manifesting out of the infinite that are available right now in this very given moment. Creation is finished. Everything exists all at once. Everyone is you pushed out. Circumstances don't matter. You can have anyone or any version of a person that you want if you would like. If you'd like to manifest this differently, it just requires a shift in your state of consciousness, the version of Aries that you're being, and a reselection through your focus and your dominant thoughts and assumptions. So if you would like to know more, you can check out my manifesting playlist. You can do your own research into the topic of law of assumption. So much content here on YouTube. And I also like to give you tips as I go. Two of Wands, Aries. This person is sort of feeling like this is at a crossroads, like maybe waiting on making a decision, or sort of like, what's the plan for this moving forward? Let's take a look. How does this person feel about Aries? Hanged Man, yeah, it's like hanging in there, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Where is this going? Four of Wands, potential for house and home and commitment, but a plan needs to be made, it seems. And then Hierophant card. I mean, this person's very focused on marriage, traditional values, long-term commitments. The Two of Wands would be about making that plan. I mean, in some cases, like a decision needs to be made to do that, and maybe the decision hasn't been made. Some of you have just sort of taken a step back from this person. I don't think this is a breakup situation. I just think that there's a hanging in there, but not a plan. You know what I mean? Four of Cups is in the reverse. Queen of Wands is in the reverse. Okay, Aries. So for some of you, it's been a lot of flirty and fun, but hanging in there in terms of the actual commitment or, getting serious. And so that's called sort of Four of Cups. I mean, they want to come out of Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is a bit of a disappointment or a rejection wound. And the Seven of Cups here tells me that it's been a bit mixed and confusing. Which way forward? Two of Wands. Now, some of you, this does involve making that decision. You might feel like this person's been indecisive. They may feel you've been indecisive, Aries. In the end, it's going to be in your control anyway, because you manifest everything, and I'll explain when I get to you. The Seven of Cups can be, a little bit of mixed feelings about the whole thing. Some of you, religion, culture, and traditions playing into this. A small portion of you guys, there's a choice that needs to be made, because a Queen of Wands in the reverse can be another person, or a situation where it involves like someone being the other person, and there could be a marriage or another commitment in the mix. Don't take it if it's not your story. And if you've manifested a third party situation, guys, you just manifest the fuck away the third party. It's that simple. But there's a King of Cups in the reverse. So there's something about, like, for sure, an emotional component, but not trusting so much in that, because there seems to have been a rejection wound. You're not really taking what's on offer, or they're aware they've disappointed you by not making a decision. There's just all this confusion energy. There's a portion of you where it's not about someone being tied up in a commitment. There's just been confusion about commit, don't commit. And then to a certain extent, maybe some resentments around that, like feeling like, oh, okay, is this just, fun and games? Where is it going? Where is it going? Three of Wands, waiting for a decision, waiting for a plan, thinking about the future. Let me see about this Seven of Cups. Yes, Eight of Cups. I mean, they want to leave behind the confusion. It also is possible this hasn't developed yet into a full commitment. And so there's been a hanging back and a question like, are there other options? So are we going to walk away from choices and options and really fully commit to this situation? Like if you're dating this person, there may not be any other options, guys, but there might be, if you haven't fully, committed to one another, the question might be, well, are we or are we not? You understand? That's specific, guys. If it's not your reading, don't make it your reading. You see, are we or are we not? Two of Wands started that way. What about Page of Pentacles? It's like, are we or are we not? Who's going to make the offer to move ahead and commit to it? Now, Aries, if you're waiting for someone to come in and offer you the commitment's already there. You just need to be a version of Aries that knows, that they're committed to me. There is a version in existence right now that's committed to you. Full stop, period, point blank, that's it. So what is law of assumption? Assuming something is true and the outside conforms, and so you're bringing that into your awareness. So we would need to take away all this confusion and all of this waiting. And guys, if you want a free guide that I've put together to get out of the waiting game, any loops, any undesirable cycles, manifesting your specific person from your God power, your I amness, you as the operant power, you can check out my free guide in the video, the description of the video. Okay, I've linked it there. But it's just a little bit of this. Two of Wands, what's the plan? Maybe, Page of Pentacles, a plan needs to be made, an offer needs to be made. Let me see, Ten of Cups is in the reverse. For some of you, the confusion and the mixed stuff has got to do with family issues, like family influence. If you're dealing with this situation where religion, culture, etc. seems to be an issue. I mean, a Queen of Wands in the reverse also could be like a meddler. It doesn't have to be a romantic interest, but someone that's kind of confusing the situation. And then there's a doubting of the love. Or otherwise, Aries, it's just like sometimes this looks like, yep, this could be the one. And then there's like a doubting that this can work out that way because there's been this sort of sense of confusion and waiting. And Ten of Cups, it's like, can this actually develop into the happily ever after? There's a thing with this King of Cups in the reverse, like doubting the love between the two of you, because the Wheel of Fortune's in the reverse. It just goes round and round a little bit. You can totally take care of that. Let's get out of the loop. I'll get to you in a second. Four of Swords is in the reverse. They want to get out of this stuck energy with you. What's causing the stuck energy? Tower, okay? Some of you, the stuck energy has caused like annoyances with one another. Like maybe this could be a little bit of an ego clash, like you take the lead. No, you take the lead. Okay, Aries, if you want them to take the lead, then you need to fucking command it with your consciousness and be like, oh my God, they always take the lead. They're so decisive. No, they've decided. They've chosen me. We're together. It's done. I'm all they want, etc. I'm version of Aries. That is who I am. That is how it is. Do you understand? The Tower, the Eight of Swords is in the reverse. The Star card's in the reverse. The Four of Pentacles is in the reverse. It's somewhere between, yes, I want to go for it. No, this keeps going round and round. Tower, some of you have had a tower because there might be this insecurity. There's a rejection wound here that keeps going round and round. Maybe an assumption that commit, don't commit. Are we on the same page? Do we want the same things for the future? This can be jealousy and possessiveness. The Star card in the reverse, that could be, is there hope? Is there not hope? Star would be hope. Wheel of Fortune, maybe it looks hopeful, then it looks indecisive. Eight of Swords, this person also might have a bit of a negative mindset and they're trying to break free from that. And the Tower is like whatever's not working needs to go. So all the confusion, like Eight of Cups, walking away from the confusion, maybe also walking away from the potential of other options if this has not been cemented, or any confusion that's being caused by like outside influences, family, etc. But there's insecurity here, potentially jealousy issues that cause Tower moments. And maybe there is a Tower now in this moment, guys, and nothing's fixed, so you can shift. Everything exists right now, guys. So all that matters is the now. But you could feel that in this connection, the one that you've been focused on and aware of, that there's a crumbling, like a decision needs to be made, like it's time. You know what I mean? Yeah, Strength card and ego clashes. And it's about confidence. Now, this could be confidence in walking away from outside influences, confidence in making a decision to really go for it, make an offer, like commit to the situation, or clashing of the egos and getting past that. Too much indecision here, Two of Swords, it's stuck. So look, Aries, anyone that's showing up as indecisive, well, they're your mirror pushed out, and you can have infinite versions. So let's adjust this for you. Look at what you actually want. If you're indecisive, Aries, but you just want this person to show up in a certain way, it's not manipulation, guys, okay? So please spare me any bullshit in the comments because I don't care for it anymore. But you're not manipulating if you understand the mirror principle. You are just making new assumptions through projecting dominant thoughts and assumptions out and selecting. So we're detaching from this version and we're selecting the version that is with the qualities that you prefer, because everyone is your reflection. You encompass everything through your consciousness, and you're projecting and filtering and getting different versions of people. You're like shifting into different realities when you shift your focus and your observation, okay? Out of the infinite realities, we select a version that we prefer, okay? And circumstances don't matter, conditions, what was said before, what was done, how they appeared, they only matter if you keep anchored into moment by moment by moment, and it appears then that nothing changes or things go round and round. Okay, hope that makes sense, guys. Leo energy, Scorpio energy, Taurus energy, Aquarius energy. Yeah, I mean, lots of cups, water sign, yeah, strong Pisces. All right, Aries, what are you? Five of Wands, clashing and tension, Three of Cups, outside influence or a sense of competition, friends or third parties. There's at least that energy or insecurity between the two of you, because there is Two of Cups. So for Two of Cups is relationship, it is soul connection, but the clashing and the tension that I saw is like outside influence, interference, or going from a Three of Cups where there's other opportunity to relationship, 3 to the 2. So what is it that you want, Aries, with this person? Knight of Cups, romance, and you have genuine emotion for this person, and King of Swords, maybe you're in your head about it, or you want the plan. Maybe you want this person to show up and show that they're decisive. King of Swords also makes cuts, so cutting out what's interfering. So Aries, you need to cut it out with your awareness. You would shift your observation off all the characters in the show, all the conditions, all of the perceived blocks, and just stick with persistence in your imagination and with your focus. No third parties. Why would they exist in the state where you're aware of having the desired connection? They're not invited to that party. They're not a block. They're not an issue. Or if it's family not approving or clashing of culture, no, everyone approves of our connection. Everyone thinks we're the best couple ever. We have the best relationship ever. Oh my God, we are the star couple. Five of Wands, see? Tension, conflict, competition, or there's that could be just an insecurity. You both, there's a thing like, are there other options? Competition. Aries, you might have more than one option, so maybe you're confused. I don't know, let's have a look. Tower. Aries, there's a Tower. So something's coming to a head. Okay, so what's not working must go. 10 of Pentacles is in the reverse. Okay, they've got 10 of Cups in the reverse. I mean, there's this kind of clashing between the two of you, so you both kind of doubt that this can develop into the future, but then maybe you go back and forth like it could, but then it couldn't, but then it could. So Aries, that's you wavering in and out of states, okay? You thinking this can work, this can't work, this can work, and they're going to show up. Your mind wants to prove you right. So all the characters and all the circumstances, the evidence will be shown to you, wherever your focus is. So Five of Pentacles, you have clashes with this person, and then you feel like you're left out in the cold, but you want to come out of the cold. And what's the issue here? Four of Wands. They've got a Four of Wands in the upright. you've got a Four of Wands in the reverse. For some of you, you know, finances and feeling financially stable in this situation is also a contentious point to really like the plan forward, moving forward and committing to the situation, because this is about house and home and stability. And Five of Pentacles can be losses financially. And so that could be an issue, right? Also doesn't have to be the issue. You can literally affirm for anything. We're both thriving. Or if you think that finances, oh, they're not ready, or we're not ready because of money, you're focusing, we're not ready. Just be like, no, we're together. We're getting married. They want to marry me. They want to be with me. King of Wands in the reverse. Queen of Wands in the reverse, King of Wands in the reverse. Sexual attraction, you're both mutually feeling like the other one might be just playing with the other one. Shadow King and Queen of Wands. It's also lacking real confidence in yourselves and in the connection. So all it takes is for you to be completely confident. I also said there's something like you take the lead. No, you take the lead. So there might be frustration. Now, Aries, I'm not telling you you need to chase anyone. You don't chase versions of people. You select them by putting your focus, this is how they are. So if you want this person to be more decisive, take the lead, take initiative, make a decision, commit, do all of that, you just need to assume, project that out. Of course they totally, they always love to take their lead. Of course, I think there's passion there. There's an ego clash. There's frustrations. There's seemingly a ton of obstacles, which you can just like, let it the fuck go, fuck it in a bucket. It's not serving the end that you're in right now, your preferred end. But you can just like give them a new script. They're so decisive. They want exactly what I want. No, there's no conflict. There's no tension. Ace of Swords. There's tensions here in this check-in because there's lack of clarity. Okay? And there's also issues, I think, to do with being financially stable. Nine of Pentacles and confident financially. And then we have the Six of Cups and the Ace of Cups. This could be someone that you've known a long time, or there's a sense of, you know, nostalgia. When it's nice, and there is love, and you want to reconcile all this conflict and tension, but you're doubting that this can lead to Four of Wands stability and commitment. And this person equally is at a Two of Wands and not sure, and is waiting and thinking about the future. So their uncertainty is just one version, and it's you pushed out from one version. So you just need to decide what you want. There is love though, on your end it looks like, and you want that rebirth. If you keep focusing on something that was said or done between the two of you, or a fight you had, or any of it, then you're just like delaying a manifestation. You're putting conditions on it. People will flip like that in a dime because you've shifted. But if you go, or maybe they're not going to get over the fact that I said this, or maybe they said that, so therefore it's not going to happen. It's all through you. Seriously. So look, if you want the rebirth and you want the reconciliation, I mean, why do we have Tower? I just want one more on that. Why do we have the Tower? Ace of Pentacles. I mean, Ace of Pentacles, one is about commitment. So maybe in the perceived past, so Six of Cups, by the way, there's been love between the two of you, but then there was clashing and tension on the way forward. Okay, like commit, don't commit, not ready to commit, whatever. Maybe now, Aries, Ace of Pentacles would be, if you want this commitment, a new beginning that is solid and committed, but then you're half doubting it, you're wavering between states. The commitment is available. If you feel like you still have to wait and hang in there, then you're believing and assuming you have to wait and hang in there. So you just have to change the perspective. And this person also is confused because, I mean, it's possible, Aries, maybe this person wanted more and then you said no, and now you're hung up because you want more and you think that they're gonna not give it to you now that you're ready. And can you reconcile and have a new start? So it's all coming down to you. Let it all go. All that matters is the now. Focus in the now on your end, being in that end with persistence, and that is all that matters. I'm version of Aries, I have what I want. I'm version of Aries that gets the commitment. I'm the version of Aries this person loves and adores. If you don't want the commitment, I'm the version of Aries, I have the best connection with them ever. Affirm the opposite of everything that you think is an obstacle as if it's now, because it is. All right, Aries. I hope that that helps some of you. Let's see what this person wants. Okay, date. It says, you know, get back out there, meet someone new, or setting a date. That's the thing. It's somewhere between, are you guys just moving on with, is there another option, or are you going to like set a date for something more serious? Waiting. Self-indulgent. This is self-worth and value. The Four of Cups here. Something in your history that has like triggered history in this version, in this reality, that's triggered this sense of not feeling very worthy. And you both kind of have that. You both have an insecurity there. We have passion, so no doubt. That's the King and Queen of Wands energy. Mirror, exactly. Literally, I just said the King and Queen of Wands energy. The mirror, and you both have that trigger and that feeling of insecurity. And then you both kind of clash because you think the other one's not really valuing. And then we have money matter. It's the money card as well. So both, you know, maybe feeling an insecurity about being ready to go for it because of money. But then we got talking, text, calls, emails, talking more. So there's going to be talking, but Aries, I mean, like, let's get out of this loop. And by the way, if you're waiting on someone to talk, because Ace of Swords in the reverse, maybe this goes through periods of silence because there's the Hanged Man. It's just literally don't pay awareness to the fact that someone hasn't texted you or isn't calling you. If you're in your end and you guys are perfect and it's a great connection, or if you're in your end, which is the now where this person blows up your phone, that's all you're aware of. And that's when the outside catches up because you're selecting that, okay? They want to talk to you. I mean, it's a weird read. And then there's not today, avoiding conversation. They want to talk to you and then avoiding, push, pull, ego with ascending, preparing for union. Two of Wands, Page of Pentacles. Okay, so it looks sometimes like commit, don't commit, talk, don't talk, push, pull, nip it in the bud, Aries, and just like let this whole thing go and just let it go. Let go of the conditions, the circumstances, the perceived past, anything, and just scrap the book and select now, in the now, version of Aries that has what you want, and think from, why did Neville and why does everyone who teach this say think from the end, which is in the now, creation being finished. You're in your end. How do you think about you? And what do you think and feel? What do you think they think? Because they're going to think and feel what you think and feel. Literally, as you shift, they're your mirror. Okay? They are your mirror. But right now, you're mirroring each other's like insecurities. So no, you're the version of Aries. You don't have any insecurities. Of course they choose you. Of course they value you. Of course they love you. Of course you're the only option. Of course there's no competition, family, lovers, anything like that. No, you've always been perfect. No, your communication is great. No, they absolutely, you want them to dote on you and take the lead and plan everything and be reliable. Yes, oh my God, that's exactly how they are. They're perfect. They show up perfectly for me. Okay, because you're missing the love component and you also might, you know, want this stability now, this Ace of Pentacles, it's available. All right, Aries, I hope that that resonated for some of you, and it doesn't have to be for everyone, and I intend that it helps some of you either way. I'm sending you guys so much love, and I will check in with you in 2 weeks' time.